Okay, 5 minutes to the top of the hour this morning. And a microscopic mystery is raising new questions right now about the evidence against Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. Attorneys for Robinson revealed federal ATF analysts were unable to match a bullet fragment from Kirk's autopsy to the rifle found at the scene, while prosecutors point to DNA consistent with Robinson's on the trigger and cartridges. The defense argues there needs to be a far more complex investigation. Joining me now to break down the science behind these findings, I have Joseph Scott Morgan, a forensics expert and associate professor at Jacksonville State University. Joseph, good morning to you. Thank you for your time, sir.
You bet.
When you see the headline that they couldn't match the bullet fragments to the murder weapon, I think the average person, including myself, immediately questions, do they not have their guy? I mean, could that be the case here?
No, and this comes down to semantics, I think, and trying to understand the language of forensics. The idea is that with this particular bit of evidence that they have, they were unable to match it because of the destruction of the actual round. A rifle round like this is encased in a copper jacket. And so when this round strikes the target, okay, the copper jacket that surrounds the lead core of the projectile itself begins to shred. And apparently, from what I'm reading and hearing, and it's consistent with what I've seen in the past, this housing, if you will, this jacket begins to shred apart and it particulates. So it's in tiny little pieces. They were not able to get enough surface area from the jacket that's left behind inside the wound track and at the point of contact to make a ballistic match. That does not rule out this weapon.
Okay, so unable to conclusively connect the fragment to the firearm does not mean they're saying the bullet absolutely did not come from it.
No.
Okay.
No.
The FBI, we know, is running additional tests after the ATF's results. I mean, the ATF has one of the best forensics labs in the world. Any chance the FBI ends up matching it? What different technology might they have at their disposal?
Well, I can't imagine they have anything that's going to trump what the ATF has. And as well stated by you just a moment ago, ATF is at the top of their game. I would probably lean into them more when it comes to ballistic evidence and examination. I think that they're just going to do another pass. Here's one of the troubles with this is that if, in fact, the FBI does find something, this gives a basis for the defense to argue with saying, well, listen, the lead agency in the world was not able to make a match, and now you are. So again, any defense attorney worth their salt is going to use this to plant that seed of reasonable doubt, right?
Yeah. Do you think it's enough to sink the case? For prosecution? No.
I don't think so. In forensics, we lean upon examples of time-tested practice. And so this is not something that is uncommon. It happens with great frequency. I was a senior investigator with a medical examiner in Atlanta for many, many years. And you see this shredding that takes place relative to these copper jackets. It's not an unusual event. You've got documented cases along the way that wind up essentially being inconclusive. Now, it is problematic for the prosecution, but again, prosecutors should be prepared for this, and they're going to have a lot more evidence, though, I think, that's going to be able to document the wound track. They'll have x-rays, which are going to be quite striking in this case, I think.
Yeah.
And not to mention the testimony of the wound track, where it goes and where it leads.
Yeah, we'll see what comes next as they continue to comb through evidence in the case. Joseph Scott Morgan, I can't thank you enough for your time on an early Wednesday morning, sir. Thanks for the early alarm clock.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.